Hello, I'm Matt, and I'm running this game, 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. I have some players here, and they're going to introduce themselves. And hopefully I don't have to... They'll introduce themselves so I can just keep myself muted while I look stuff up. So, starting with Chapo, and you guys can work your way down the line.
All right. My name's Chapo, one of the other cameo DMs in the UAG. Playing my character Kukio. I've been playing him for a good while, and he's my ninja build, which pretty happy with his progress so far. Other than that, here, but that's it. Whoever's next.
Ruben.
Oh, well, my name's Ruben. I'm going to be playing It Thing, Barbarian. Right now, Please Hollow is being. I was growing my character right now. Hopefully, he continues going the path I actually want him to go. And finding out, making sure he actually rebuilds his tribe, making a lot of kids now. And that will be me. William.
Hey, Ruben, is Itting at all related to Mist or any of the characters that Christopher plays?
This is actually my first in this one. Compared to the other characters, this is kind of rough in the edges. I would like to say, not like as stupid as this thought it was going to be as like a character, and his main goal right now is to recreate make more barbarians or more kids for his clan. We're lacking kids. We're attacked by some random another tribe and gets attached to little kids really fast.
Your character wants to make money and fuck bitches?
Make money, yeah. Make money and fuck bitches.
Just trying to live that make money, fuck bitches lifestyle.
Yeah.
All right. My name is Will. I will be playing Machiavelli Portofino, a 7th level mystic rogue who recently apparently ended up in a bit of trouble with a certain undead commanding wizard with a shield guardian type exploding bricks building NPC in the middle of Illumina, and now he's just carting around trying to get stuff done and make some more money. All right.
I'm Brendan. I'm playing Throac the Vexatious. Throac's trying to take his mind off the fact that he just received an offer that he really doesn't want to refuse. He was just offered to be made an apprentice of the Chancellor, the gentleman importing all of the bricks. And it's an opportunity to learn some high-level magic from a major wizard, but the question is just how evil is that guy? So he needs to go out and stretch his magical legs a little bit, kill some stuff, and take his mind off his heavy thoughts.
Okay. So, you all are at the UAG. A watch messenger comes in and goes to Pincus, and typical business thing comes down and says, the watch is Their scouts have come across something, but they don't have the time or the resource to deal with it. So they need a scouting party to go out and get some information on something.
Okay. Any idea what that something might be?
Something to do with. He didn't really have details. It was sort of enough to know what you might be doing, but if you want to know what you're doing, you kind of have to go do them and accept the job. That's just how some clients like to word it. So you don't really know what you're doing until you're partway doing it.
Okay. I mean, that's not a problem for Machiavelli.
I'm in.
Yeah. So.
Oh, how much money are we talking about?
The watch pays a scaling fee to the guild, but it sort of kind of depends on the person issuing the thing, the quest to you. So I don't know. I just know how much the guild gets paid for taking on the notice. So
I'm in.
Monsieur lay flinging utensils around.
Throak,
Say again? Say again? I didn't hear that part. I apologize.
Are you in for going and finding out what unnamed thing we're supposed to go track down and potentially kill?
Absolutely. I need to get out of town. I've got quite a bit on my mind right now, and slinging, forking somebody the fork up sounds like a good way to ease my thoughts.
Oh, Troark. The ambassador is actually an evil prince.
The chancellor is? Oh,
Yes,
well.
It's a prince from another country.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't. I'll have to listen to the inquiry part, but we'll. Nobody knows about that except Adrin. So at this point,
yeah,
it is what it is.
And after the game, we can talk about that, of how you want to go forth with that. Or we could just stick to Discord, but I find if we can talk, it's easier just to talk.
Yeah, verbally is a hell of a lot easier. Well, we can do it after the stream.
Yeah. Well, yeah, after I shut everything down. And I also have to talk to Will about starting the stream. But Pinka just says, well, if you want the job, go to it. It's for right now.
Okay.
You're basically heading to a barracks / command office of the watch, because that's where it's supposed to go.
Okay. So, Mac will look at everybody else and say, guess we better get going.
Or
Yeah.
And we'll, excuse me, and we'll head off that way.
Okay. So
Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
yeah. So you go there. You show the notice that was Pincus passed off to you. That's basically to show them this was sent to our guild, so we're responding. This is the group that's responding, and they take you to an office. it's an okay office. It's not like a big office. It's that of a captain, but it's you anyone who's been in the city for any large bit of time overall can roll history on the guy.
I got a 16.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 19 total.
Mac, you haven't been in the city long enough. No, wait.
Mac grew up in the city.
Sorry, I have that other way around. Kukyo, you haven't been in the city long enough.
All right.
Matt, yeah. Yeah, you know this guy is newly appointed, and sort of you hearing his name, you heard it around. He's sort of he wasn't like an astounding leader when he was put in a situation, but he wasn't bad. This captain is definition of middle management.
Ah, yes, the classic paper pusher.
Yeah. So yeah, there's several captain positions opening. And he was given one of them, maybe just as, okay, we have this many number of captains, and they're all relatively adequate at their job and their ability to protect the city. So,
yeah, sounds like government workers. Absolutely adequate.
yeah.
No, that doesn't sound like very many government workers I know.
Mm. So,
adequate. If they can barely do the job.
Yeah.
Still gonna have to disagree.
You meet with him. He has a bunch of papers on his desk. Yeah, it's just sort of. He's glad to see you.
So, Captain, there's this big mean thingy out there that we need to go take a look at. But nobody has bothered to tell us what the big mean thingy is. Would you happen to be able to fill us in?
Well, it's not really big and not really one.
What you got?
The scouting division of the launch has been sending back reports that kobolds and other dragonic creatures have been traveling through the forests and that congregating at the outside of Illumina's borders, and we have no idea why. There's the only real dragon that is known of in the area is to the south, so that doesn't really make sense why they're on the north end, if it's because they're, attracted to the giant red dragon that's on the south mountainscape. Why would they be here in the north? So we have no idea why they're congregating here. We have lost several over the tough past half a year or so. We have lost several divisions of our scout. So we don't really have the resources to do an infiltration. They're just sort of they keep watch and track of of creatures and other species that travel through, and just sort of note back the position of potential dangers for us to either send a division to them or contract out something. This is since we don't really have a stealth force to handle this. This is just a situation where we have to contract out. Based on the numbers, this is not a goes in sword swinging kind of thing. This is go in there, try and find out what they're doing, and try and find something written down or something like that, and get out as fast as possible.
So you want intel?
Yeah.
You don't want us to wipe them out. You want intel.
I know of the UAG's power and that, and based on the reports I've been reading, that sort of the other captain's been kind of passing off to me. I think it might be more than you can handle.
Fair enough. So,
we can
in
handle,
which direction?
Who do you expect to handle it then?
It's sort of knowing why they're there will grant us tactical insight on how to handle it and where best placements of troops and that would be. It's in something of that size, you're not going for a frontal assault. You're going for, when you go to attack, you want to go for disruption, not full frontal.
Okay, so Captain, what are the numbers exactly that your scouts have seen?
There are many kobolds, numbering in maybe
hundreds.
Oh, not that many. Maybe between 40 and 60, as well as wormlings.
Mm.
We can handle them.
That's easy enough.
Yeah.
Information
There are
first.
about 25 wormlings of differing colors.
Information first, and then we can figure out what the hell is going on. Because we could go and wipe them all out. Hooray! Everybody loves us. And then we turn around and we've got another group of them.
Yeah. And on the map that he points out of where they're in scattered groups, they're not all in one big thing. They're kind of all these kobolds and wormlings, their coloring is different, so they're kind of grouped off in color.
They're okay. They're associating by clan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's chromatic.
Well, I would hope it's chromatic, because if it's metallic, we've got some serious issues.
Metallic dragons are good dragons, so yeah, we would have an issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we had like metallic dragons or even wormlings associating with kobolds right at our borders, we must have done something really messed up.
And I gotta pull up my map for Throwak. It's on the north end of the city, and this might be good and might be bad. It depends on which way you go. Either way, you're still in 50% chaos magic.
Good deal. That's nice to hear. That makes me happy.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to go pretty far away from Illumina to get into 70%. So. Okay. So. Yeah, but mind you, you have to travel pretty far to get in a spot where you don't feel the chaos.
Okie dokie, let's do
Yeah,
this.
it's. Sorry. Yeah, the chaos is a pain in the ass, but it's tolerable as long as other people kind of stay away. I space myself away, and I'm all right.
Well, hopefully, Pantaway is making progress.
Say that again?
I said, hopefully, Pantaway is making progress.
Yeah, they're doing the best they can.
Yeah. So, it is mid-afternoon. Obviously, when you're doing infiltration, the best thing to do is go at night because even people with dark vision, they can't see. It's not perfect at night. They can see, but it's not the best.
Right.
Mine too, for you. Kukio has a belt of Dwarven Hind, right?
No, sir. I traded it in, but I do
yeah.
have goggles of night, so I can see in dark.
Okay. Yeah.
I rectified that.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna give me another one though. I miss my beard.
Yeah. Oh, the beard doesn't disappear.
Well, no, I got my beard, but I missed the kinship I had with Throwak when I had it on.
Yeah.
You were much prettier to look at. You look like a real man.
It gave you advantage on charisma checks against dwarves. Yeah.
Although it was kind of weird, just watching him walk around, going, "I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale."
Yeah.
So.
By the way, my wife thinks it's really creepy that Throwak has a thing for women with beards. That's the thing she finds creepy.
Well, for dwarves, the freaky thing is for being attracted to women with no beards that are dwarves.
Right. And I tried explaining that to her, and she still was no going at that one.
That doesn't work.
Yeah. So, you guys have your mission.
All right. Stop by one of the many sundry stores. Pick up, I guess, about a week's worth of rations. Would be a good idea for y'all.
They're camping about 2 days out of town.
Okay.
1.5, 2 days, so varies.
Yeah, 2 days there, 2 days scouting, 2 days back. You'd still have, a day's worth of rations just in case.
Oh.
But that's entirely up to you.
That's 5 silver per day.
So, does anyone else have proficiency in land vehicles?
Nope.
Nope.
We can always walk.
Nope. I used to walk.
Okay.
I'm going to. Who wants to learn how to do land vehicles? I'm going to do an instructional video so that someone other than me can do the actual driving. Okay, good deal.
Let the barbarian.
So what I'll do,
Well, you
so
Just-
what I'll do is I'll
just
sit in the
simply
front seat.
moving a cart does not require proficiency. It's when you get into trouble that's when the proficiency comes into play. Just getting a horse to move and pull a cart is simple enough. Anyone can do it. The horses are trained to do that. It's when a complication comes up, that's when the proficiency helps. Because then
That's fine. I'll still teach somebody as long as I can do some writing in my spell book in the meantime.
because it's the proficiency in land vehicles is not just getting it moving, it's how it works, how they're
Fixing it like that.
Yeah.
I think I can
Sure.
patch together 8 hours in a day of that in addition to me writing and stuff.
yeah. Well,
So if somebody wants to learn land vehicles, here it is, free of charge. Get some days of land vehicle proficiency training for free.
yeah,
Sure, I'll take it.
that's 10 weeks minus intelligence, and if you have a negative modifier, that means it takes you more than 10 days.
That's fine.
More
I've got
than 10
time.
weeks.
But I'm just adding time. It's training a little at a time. We'll do 5 days here. We'll do a couple days next time. It doesn't have to be in a row. They never said anything about in a row.
No, it's commutative. It's only the feet that has to be in a row.
I'm down.
All right, Kukio. Here's how it starts. Ready? This is the important part. Do not put the cart before the horse. Okay. Everything else is smooth sailing.
Sound advice. Here did one.
Okay.
Which means Throak can get some writing done.
Yeah. Are you sharing that spell book with Adrian so he can copy some of those down?
Adrian would have had it all night.
Okay.
So
You
I
have
would leave it with Adrian during the night. When I'm not actively using it, I would give it to him. That way he can write it because he's got extra hours that I don't.
yeah. Yeah, because that
And I
book
am
had some really good spells, and also he now knows the same glyph you do.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Couldn't share.
Okay. So, you guys travel out of town about, I'm going to say, 3-4 hours before you reach the nearest encampment location. Are you guys going to stop using the cart that, makes a lot of noise?
Yeah, it would probably be best to try and camouflage the cart and then go in stealthily by foot.
Yeah.
And throughout, you still are wearing armor that has disadvantage on stealth, right?
I sure am.
Yeah. Oh. Luckily, this is a cumulative skill test, so if your allies if they roll well, they can cover for your potential lower roll.
Oh, I bet they're gonna need to.
Yeah. So yeah, you
Stealth
can
roll.
you can find a spot to put the cart and horse and stuff.
30-20.
Okay. Put it in the chat.
What were we rolling for?
Stealth.
Health.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you read that right.
Yeah. You missed the 0 from writing the chapos.
Nice.
Um.
Very true.
I am the fucking shadow.
That's some Rusty level shit right there.
That's right.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are able. Yeah. Throw. You just hear this whispering in your ear. You can tell it's Kukyo, but every time you look to the sound, it just there's nothing there. As if the wind is speaking to you, and it's
Yeah.
yeah. You know, move slowly, breathe calmly. You know.
I'm moving slowly. I'm breathing calmly. I'm wearing 60 pounds of metal.
Yeah. and you feel a flick and says, "And don't yell." Yeah. So you guys, as a party, you move towards. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, you are moving. You can see them. You can see one of the encampments. When they said there was a lot of kobolds, there were a lot of kobolds, and you can see wormlings. You can also the kobolds have set up tents and that.
What kind of numbers
Okay,
are we
so
talking?
this is a full-fledged camp.
Yeah, they've been here for like 4 days, 5 days. Like that intel that you were being briefed on, that was not breaking news. This camp has been here for a little while.
Oh, I thought there was like something that had just happened.
No, because there were many different reports made at different time. Yeah, this
Okay.
camp has been set up. Like, yeah, that's
So
why
it's,
that's why they were sending someone in to investigate, because they are setting up for something. They just don't know what their end goal is.
invasion. The invasion of the worm snatchers.
Yeah. So you guys are moving through underground patrols and that. You don't feel like you've been noticed. If they have noticed you, they are very good at hiding it.
So before we headed into the camp itself, I would have told everybody that I can use suggestion. I can convince him that he's supposed to let us, that we're friends, and he's supposed to tell us everything he knows. So
roll Arcana.
Okay. $18.
Yeah. You're still in chaos magic, so if you cast anything, you know what will happen.
So it could be slightly dangerous, but as a last resort, we can always, use suggestion, and get all the information we need. So we shouldn't take too much risk to do non-magical non-magical investigations. We can always drop back and do it magically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's always a possibility.
yeah.
I mean,
There
you know,
are-
if it warrants it, if it's necessary, then that's what we'll do.
Yeah. So, there are many tents. All of them really the same size, except one that's backed up against a tree and sort of the tree sort of holding it up. But it's definitely what you would call a leader's tent.
Okay.
What are the colors of the wormlings that are walking around?
Just give me a second. I got to roll on that because there are 5 different colors, so I got to roll.
I got a roll perception. I got a 27.
So yeah, yeah. These are the kobolds look surprisingly pale.
Yes.
Yeah.
White dragons. Winter is coming.
Yeah.
The dummies of the dragon world. I'm a fan.
Yeah, you know, I kind of like white dragons for some reason.
Yeah. Just be careful of the blue-eyed one.
Hmm.
That was exactly what I was going to say.
What's up with the blue-eyed one?
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh thing. Blue eyes, white dragon. I don't even remember anything about it. My son was just obsessed with that freaking card.
Yeah. 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 Surprisingly, that card is still tournament viable today.
Seriously?
They turned it into a whole deck, and it still. I don't think it wins, but definitely top 8s.
Damn.
Finals. Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. So yeah. So you guys are going to try and infiltrate the leader's tent, or what are you doing?
Yes.
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 Okay. Since you're getting close to the center ring of the encampment, you need to roll a new stealth check.
Okay. So it is nighttime, correct?
Yeah.
So I gotta check one of me items.
Yeah. So, because if you don't have dark vision, you guys have perception at disadvantage. Because you aren't using a light source, because that would draw attention to yourself.
Dark vision check. Half elf, remember?
Yeah. So it's just it.
Right.
You have disadvantage on perception
All right.
because you can only really see 10 feet in front of you.
Yeah. I don't see nothing. I'm just hearing what they're saying. Like, tell me where to hit.
Okay, so new stealth roll was 19.
Mine's 31.
Damn.
I get advantage because I have Cloak of the Bat. Which I could turn into a bat.
The two of you still came out with a total of 50, so together, one of you got 1 point lower, and one got 1 point higher. So, just
I'm
They're
killing it at 9.
I just got you underneath my cloak. I'm gonna
Yeah.
attach you in front of me like one of those carriers. I can carry you.
I'll point you where to go.
It'd be like
See
Doctor
Night
Evil.
Dwarf.
Be like Doctor
Quick.
Evil when he had Mini-Me in front of him.
Now I can see it now. He's like riding on your shoulders, and he's like pointing his sword at us. Like, quick, get me closer so I can stab it with my sword.
Me, Master, him, Blaster.
Yeah. So yeah, you move up to the back of the tent, hiding behind trees, bushes, and that, and you get there. No one has not shown any attention to you. No. Is one of you going to take a peek inside?
Yeah, Mac
Yeah.
will try to, or actually, Kukio seems to be much stealthier than Mac, so he'll let him do the honors.
It's not a stealth; it's a perception.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
And with that, that'll be a 29.
Oh. Okay. So,
Could you tell me what thread count the sheets are, please?
What was that?
With a 29, with a 29 perception, I would guess you know the thread count on the sheets.
Long, luxurious hair.
You slip in underneath, as if you have an astral body. Like, it makes no sound towards your movement. And you look in. There's a cot and a desk, a trunk. You see there's a hook and a hanging lamp that's not lit, and some papers on the desk.
Is there anybody in here?
Let's see.
Or anything, I should say.
Yeah. There's a kobold wearing some nice armor, lying in bed, not asleep, but just sort of, he just looking at, very into the scroll he's looking at, with holding that with one hand, and you don't really see where his other hand is.
Okay. Can I tell if he's got any?
Make me a new perception roll.
Okay. Alright, that one is a 26.
Yeah, you can actually see a little bit of what the scroll he's looking at.
Alright, what is it?
Yeah, it is. There are a bunch of pictures on it of other kobolds.
I freaking knew.
This kobold porn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't really. You can assume where his other hand is, but you don't really want to investigate that.
Okay, so
But he is completely distracted.
He's making the dragon.
He has no idea what you're there. That you're there. He is completely oblivious to you.
Hey, they said disruption. Killing this guy right here and now would probably be quite the disruption, yeah?
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, but there's 5 encampments, and you would only throw one of them into chaos, which would cause a chain reaction.
That's true.
Unless we snatch this fucker.
No, what we need to do is get
Are
some
you
scales.
slipping back and informing your crew of what you've seen in the?
No, I'm gonna stick my hand out of the tent, and I've got this. I can actually fucking use my Raven Brooks and I'm gonna send a message like, "Hey," and I'll let them know what everything is going on, and I'm gonna send it to Mac.
Okay.
It'll fly over to Mac.
Okay.
Okay. Well. Hmm.
And like, I could take him out, but he is completely. He doesn't know what. All right, so the message would be like, I would tell her everything, what's in here, what I think he's doing. I can snatch him, I could kill him, or I could steal whatever papers he has on his desk, or I could just knock him out and fucking loot the damn tent. I'll wait for your answer, and then I'll send the Raven or Brooks.
Yeah.
We don't really know how tough this guy is.
Mind you, you're on a timer based on his Constitution save.
Okay. Bucket, take him out, I guess.
Okay, I'll sneak in. Do you want me to roll stealth again?
No. You haven't really done anything to break your stealth, so that's why I just asked you for the perception.
Okay. So I'm going to
He's completely unaware of your presence, so
yeah. So it'll be a sneak attack,
yep.
and I'll be on advantage, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that'll come out to 25.
Okay.
And is it possible for Mac to be next in the stack? And
I get 2 attacks, but
Yeah.
oh, okay. I'm just thinking of backup just in case.
Well, I'm thinking you guys are only like 5-10 feet away. He's just the only one healthy enough to slip into that thing without the occupant noticing. So yeah, you guys are completely close to this. So
All right.
No,
so,
I've got my weapon. I got extra poison.
yeah, I know. I'm just telling
Okay.
the group that after what you do, they are close enough that they can do something as well. Because since you guys know what's going on, this is basically a surprise round. All kobolds and wormlings are surprised
okay.
because you guys initiated combat. That's if the kobolds and wormlings can notice that you guys did that in the first place. You might notice that in the morning.
By that time, we'll be long gone, hopefully.
All right. So first attack. Regular damage is going to be.
I'm going to give you critical damage because he is completely unaware, as if he's incapacitated.
Okay, so my weapon.
You caught him literally with his pants down. He is incapacitated.
Okay, so my weapon does poison damage on its own besides other shit. Does that get double too?
If it's poison that you added to the weapon, no.
No.
If it's poison that's naturally enchanted to the weapon, then yes, because it's weapon damage.
Okay. Right. There's that. Sneak damage. Okay, so that's 14 plus 7. That's 21. And then you add another. Actually, let me write this down because it's going to be a lot. Okay, for a second.
I basically gave you the assassinate.
Okay, because I was, there's 21 already, and then sneak damage on top of that. Yes, that's going to be 15 on top of that.
And
then
this is a Cobalt, a high ranking, but it is still a Cobalt. So,
all right. So far already, I'm at 36.
you might want to roll the second attack because.
No, I'm not done with that attack. I'm just telling you what it is so far.
Yeah.
Because the poison I put on there is Wyvern's poison, and it adds 76 to it. So. Alright, so it comes out to 62 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, you. You move up to him, and you just hear a satisfying grunt, and then you just gut him and twist your rip up.
All right.
He is dead.
All right, I'm gonna search him real quick.
He's wearing some nice armor, but he's not wearing any pants. So
I'm looking for items, and I'm looking what he has on his desk as far as paperwork.
He has a nice looking short sword in the corner.
I'll grab it.
The trunk is locked, but you can pick it.
All right, I'll pick it. Was a sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be dirty 20.
Yeah, it's not that complicated of a lock. You can pop it.
Okay.
There are some papers in there, and there's some bags of stuff. Do you want to take the time and actually look at what you're grabbing, or do you just want to throw it?
Grab it over and go.
Grab it off.
Yeah, because I can drop it in my. Well, actually, I want to make sure it's not another bag of holding or anything like that, because I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Oh no, you can tell it's way too small because bag of holdings are like at least 3 feet wide, and all of that would be a bag of holding.
Okay, so I want to disguise his body to make it look like he's asleep.
Yeah, you can.
I have a disguise kit, so.
Well, you did a very clean cut, so if you treat the wound, there won't be any leaking blood.
Okay, yeah, I'll treat the wounds.
Yeah.
And I'll even, just make it look like he passed out spanking the shit.
Yeah. You can pull the covers up to cover the, they'll be able to see you cover him and all that.
I'm going to take his armor, though, and put it in my bag of holding.
Yeah.
What kind of armor was it?
It was scale.
Okay. What color is it?
It wasn't. You don't think. You are unsure if it was magical scale or regular scale.
Okay.
You have to take time to actually do that.
I have a ton.
That takes a little bit of time, and you're trying to get in and out. And
that's cool. That's not a problem. All right, so I'll slip back out. And...
Yeah, you basically grab everything of any sort of importance and slip back out. Roll a new stealth because you broke yourself when you made the attack.
All right, that's going to be a 22.
Okay. Yeah, you slip back out.
Ninja.
Mac will nod at Kukio, give him a smile, and be like, tilting his head back towards the way they came, try and get the hell out of there without being seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
How far is the next camp?
maybe a mile and a half.
I'm gonna start heading that way. Before I know we're probably gonna pop a squat somewhere and check and see what we have, but
Yeah, they Div Cobalt clans don't really get along all that well.
really,
Well, when you fight kobolds, they're usually all the same color. You don't really see different colored kobolds mixing together. It's very rare.
would I know that?
Roll history.
Ooh, can I think of that too? Yes.
I got a 23.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just had an idea.
You thinking of the same thing I'm thinking?
Take some of the scales
Hell yeah.
from the kobold, and you can plant the scales when we go to the next place.
So are you gonna slip back in and skin
Yeah,
some scale?
I'll slip back in.
Okay.
Just leave him there. Just leave
All right.
him there.
So I just
We'll
rolled
get
a
dead kobold back.
I rolled a nat 20 for it, and I had so it comes out to 35. So
Or you have really good survival.
Leave him there. We'll kill a kobold from another
that's one of the
place.
stealth.
Plant him here.
Oh, 23 for survival. Then. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's 21 stealth.
Yeah, you're able to get some scales that and make them look like as if they.
I'm gonna take a finger too,
Why would you want to take a finger?
just because they're kobolds. They might just take a trophy, and they're stupid like that.
Okay. Yeah, you can take a finger. Definitely. You're able to take scales without breaking blood, but when you take the finger, the body starts bleeding out again.
I'll treat the wound.
You basically just wrap it up and hide it away so the cloth takes in the blood and stops it from making a pool, which is really just what you're doing. So yeah, you can grab the stuff. You got a handful of cobalt scales, and with your history, you know that kobolds are fiercely loyal to dragons. They sort of are from their heritage, and they think their dragon is the best, so they don't really get along with kobolds of other colors because, all kobolds think their dragon is the best. So it's sort of like they don't have a hatred. It's sort of a feud between cousins.
Okay, so question: do we have enough time to hit every one of these camps before daylight?
You can probably hit 3 camps before daylight.
Okay, that's good.
At this pace.
Well, let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we move out of the area. We take a look at what the documentation is, and then we can go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's go ahead and get out of the area.
Yeah. So it takes you a little bit to get to because even though they're all sort of set camp here, they are not close to one another.
Right.
So it takes you a couple hours moving through the forest to get to the next camp.
That's fine.
Especially since you're stealthing.
Works for me.
Mm-hmm.
But you going through, you do notice there's sort of at a certain point there's sort of a non-combatant area for the kobolds that neither there's an area between 2 camps that neither of them go.
All right.
as sort of kind of like a barrier.
Interesting.
Can
It's
we
just
check
sort
that
of,
out?
oh no, it's not like it's just land that if our patrols don't go here, you don't get this close to if we don't get this close to your camp, you don't get this close to ours.
Oh, I
So-
see.
So it's a
It's sort of-
DMZ, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Keeps everybody away from everybody else.
yeah. It
Just in
sort of
case.
just puts a little space between patrols, so one patrol doesn't run into another.
And, being kobolds and not very intelligent, deciding to kill each other because, reasons.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying.
You know, there's always that one
before
cousin that takes things too far.
Mm-hmm.
before the end of the night, we should kill a couple scout parties, patrol parties, and then plant them in other the opposite encampments.
Yeah. So, you came from the white encampment, and the one that you're going to is the red encampment.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, whites and reds don't get along very well at all.
Okay.
You could also, it's like they're fire and ice.
All right. So I'll sneak in.
Yeah. It's,
So-
yeah, it's a similar setup. So yeah, there's a leader's tent. Yeah, there's a bunch of red kobolds and red wormlings all around.
26.
I actually got higher than you. I got a 27.
Yeah.
First time for everything.
Yeah.
Will
I
be the
almost got
last
an
time, too.
18.
Yeah.
Almost so close. Almost an 18.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, give me. Section 32. Forgot I have advantage on stealth.
Aw,
Sorry for that.
you dashed my hopes
Yeah.
to be stealthier than Kukio.
In my heart, you were stealthier than me.
Careful, buddy.
Yeah. So, yeah. The two of you are able to keep the two of them from being discovered.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting kobolds.
Couple season.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can. It seems like it's a similar camp layout that they're using. You're able to find the leader's tent.
Okay. I'm going to apply another dose of the Wyvern's poison on my blade before I get in there. So, what do you have, roll stealth? Or
Yeah.
Okay. Stealth in there is a 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys approach the tent, you can hear sounds from the inside.
Okay.
It sounds almost like screeching. Do any of you speak Draconic?
Damn it, no.
Not yet.
I have to look. And no. Common, Elvish, Goblin, and Orc, yes. Draconic, no.
Yeah.
I got almost the same thing, except I have Abyssal. I don't know why I took Abyssal. But...
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if I have anything that's going to
Is
help with
Throac? No
You
draconic?
I thought I did. No.
Yeah.
I could've
None
sworn I
of
learned that.
you just hear
Just to screw with Chris.
uh, uh,
Well, I'm a Pokemon.
have you learned it and just forgot to write it down, or
I could have swore I did. It's possible. I'm not sure. I was sure I had learned it, but not written.
okay?
So if it's not written, it isn't there. I'll spend another 35 days learning it, but apparently no.
Well, mind you, you don't really play all that often, so if you think you have learned it because of Chris, I'll say you have, just because you have.
All right. Yeah, I could have swore I did
something with your time.
True.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So you are the only one in the party that know that that's not just random sounds. That's they're speaking in Dragon Tongue.
What are they saying?
Mind you, they aren't saying very many words. Repeating many of the same words. You can tell it's a female voice.
Oh. They're making babies.
A little bound chicka bow wow, is it?
Yeah, which will make it very hard to sneak in there, because
he's being vocal.
They're being very active and moving around. You can hear that. So with moving around comes with looking around, which means you may be spotted before you can do anything.
I'll give it a try.
Roll stealth.
Yeah.
So just so you know, she's in there screaming "O Tiamat, O Tiamat, O Tiamat." So at least she's having a good time.
Yeah.
Well, now that's a thing.
Your scaly loins are burning me.
Yeah.
All right. So I get the advantage. That's 18%. So it comes out to 33.
Yeah. Yeah. They are just a little too focused on what they're doing for you to notice. Although you can definitely tell what they're doing, unlike the last guy.
Okay.
She's on all fours. He's behind her, just holding her tail up, just going
Doing it
right
dragon
at it.
style.
Okay, so when I stab him, I want to stab him and stick it through his chest into hers, so that way they both get hit.
Their chests are not that close.
Yes, but if I hit him, then I could use my strength to push him down.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm just saying, they aren't rubbing chests. You'd have to force his chest down and bend him over.
Is she the only one that's making noise?
He's grunting, but she's vocal.
Okay, so she wouldn't hear if I put my hand over his mouth and silenced him while I stabbed him and moved him down.
If he stopped moving, she would notice that. She wouldn't really notice him.
Well, I would make him make the movements.
Yeah. So, yeah. 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 I'm treating him as incapacitated because he is very much into that.
All right, so that's on a critical.
Yeah. If you hit, you still have to hit him. But you get advantage.
I get a nat 20 on that then.
Yeah, then incapacity didn't matter. You critted him anyway.
All right.
Since you applied poison, that is straight damage.
That's fine. Alright, so. Alright. So that's. Okay. Write this down again.
And what's the con save of the poison?
The con save is 15.
You did not make it.
Okay. So, regular weapon damage is 18 points of damage. The poison damage that's attached to the weapon doubled is 13 damage. The sneak attack damage is another 9 points of damage. And the Wyvern poison damage. Another 29 points of damage. So I'll add it up 18. So it comes out to 69 points of damage.
Okay. How appropriate.
That it is.
Roll athletics.
Okay. All right. It comes out to a dirty 20.
Okay. You cover his mouth and quick stab him back and wrist up, and he is gone. But you grab his hips and he keeps moving. The female kobold's head down. She is unaware.
Okay. Then she's next.
Yeah.
I'll just slowly push him forward, and then finally I'm gonna use my strength and
roll with disadvantage because you're attacking through a body.
okay, with disadvantage it's gonna be a 17.
Yeah, they're unarmored, so you hit.
Okay. All right. So she's not critted, right?
No, but you still get sneak attack.
Okay, so that's 15 points plus 6 is 21, and then sneak damage. That's another 9, so 30 points of damage.
Yeah, this is not a warrior kobold, so this was a peasant kobold, so normal kobolds don't have that much health.
Okay.
So yeah, you just have one hand on his hips and you keep moving. She keeps moaning. You just force the body down right on top of her and pushing your blade right through. The hilt of the weapon goes into the body a little bit, but yeah, it just stabs right through both of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Scales from that one drop some of the white scales from the other one.
So I want to treat the
This is
wounds,
awesome.
and I want to use the female's body and actually the male's body. They don't wear boots, right?
No, kobolds aren't known to wear footwear.
Okay, so I want to use his feet and make like foot marks on the ground to where it looks like there's a struggle.
Okay. Are you moving his body or taking his feet?
No, I'm moving his body. I'm not gonna, and like making it look like they struggled a little bit,
Yeah.
and then I'll leave the scales, and then I'm gonna search the room.
There's a trunk and there's a desk with some papers.
All right, sleight of hand. That'll be a dirty 20.
The trunk wasn't locked.
Oh, okay, it was. All right, so I'll snatch and grab.
Yeah.
Um,
There's wasn't really as there were some papers in there and some more bags, but and
Okay.
there was armor and weapon that you can grab as well. That was just off to the side.
okay, what kind of armor?
Scale,
Okay, and the weapon?
short sword.
All right. Then I'll.
Mind you, this scale armor is sized for a small creature.
I know. I'm just gonna sell it off.
Yeah.
I think I'm good now. Is there any way to? No, that's not gonna work. Yeah. So I'll leave the scales and underneath his nails and shit, and maybe one in his mouth, and a couple scattered around a little bit, make it look like he was like clawing them and biting them and stuff or whatever. And then
Yeah.
I'll take off. Take off.
Kobold scales aren't, they aren't huge. So they're like maybe like a quarter of an inch long.
Yeah, but you figure if they come in here and they find him, and then they see him right on his mouth or under his claws, they'll
Yeah.
make it. They'll be like those white bastards, So,
Yeah.
do you need to roll stealth out of here?
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be a 25.
Yeah. There's always a chance someone could hear you. Not
Yeah.
likely. Always a chance. No.
Okay.
And no.
All right, so I'll sneak back out to the group. I'll let them know what happened, and we can move off a little distance and check the documentation,
Yeah.
and then go to the next camp. Or I am going to be cognizant about numbers, though. I'll try and count as many, or if these guys can, to see what numbers are around and what types of whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Patrols are usually done in 3 or 4 groups of 3 or 4. Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to the next one.
Yeah. And you have vivid memories of Kobold anatomy.
That's all right. This helps me kill him faster next time. Wow, I should take.
The documentation that we recovered, what exactly is it
It's
that we've recovered?
some of it are maps. Some of them is intel. Roll investigation.
Wouldn't it be in Draconic?
Yeah,
I get a
But-
20.
you basically only Throa can do investigation because
Okay.
he's the only one that can read the documents because they're all in Draconic.
Can we
True that.
give him advantage?
And
Oh,
not,
yeah.
unless you know Draconic.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. I already have an advantage on investigation, so yeah, I natural 20, total of 29.
Nice.
So,
I got a 14. 20.
yeah. So, you read through the documentation. It's just sort of they have intel on a place you know of, Throak. It is intel on they have some blueprints and some roadmaps of the Watch Forge.
Nice.
Yeah. And you also come across plans that were by handwriting. They were done by the same guy, but the same person, but both have the same plan, and you don't think it was Cobalt written. The writing's just a little bit too nice for Cobalt. But
Okay.
yeah. So it's the writing is sort of written as speaking at the Kobolds. The writer doesn't really mention themselves in any sort of way.
All right. Yeah, I'll let everybody know what's
And it's sort of
contained.
it's sort of it's sort of saying, you know, we are coming together for the greater good. So basically, knock off your petty feud and work together, and on this coordinated effort. And
So yeah, I think if we can get them started fighting, that's going to be the best way to break up this group.
Some white kobolds assassinated the Reds' captain mid-coitus, so that would probably, because unless Kukio cleaned up the fluids, it's pretty easy to tell what they were doing when they were killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, that body's going to be discovered a lot faster because hearing that the sound has stopped, but the woman hasn't left the tent.
Yeah, time to beat feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think let's try one more camp. I wanna make sure that we've got the right info, but other than that, I think we've caused a little bit of chaos here.
Okay, well, let's see what the next one is.
Do you still have any white scales left? Ready to annihilate the whites?
Yeah, I figured I'd keep some of them.
Yeah, and you got a handful of red scales.
Okay.
That's perfect. We can make whatever the next group is think that the reds and the whites are working together at whoever they are.
Yeah.
You come across the next camp. You see the patrols. It's blue dragons.
Oh, cool.
I mean blue dragon kobolds.
Kobolds. Yeah.
So I got a 25 for stealth.
Did you do it with advantage this time?
Oh no. Forgot about that.
I got a 21.
That'd be a 20.
Oh yeah, baby. I got an 18.
Nice.
Very nice.
With disadvantage. Could have had a 20, got an 18.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. On this third try, Throwback isn't squeaking as much as he has been.
Yeah, somebody stuffed a bunch of leaves in his joints.
No, that's just WD-40.
There you go.
The barbarian is getting, I I guess you could say cranky, but not having a fight, and it's just kind of lumbering through the.
Well, we'll hit some. We're going to have to hit some patrols on the way back just to make it look realistic. Kobolds aren't exactly the stealthiest.
No.
Yeah. Or apparently most perceptive. So, yeah. So, yeah, you can move through the patrols.
Okay. I'll make my way to the tent.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Tent's empty.
Oh shit. All right. I can make a perception roll one to see if I can tell where the leader is. 22.
Not there.
Oh, I know, but I mean like around the area.
Not there.
Okay,
All right.
so it's time to beat feet.
All right.
Oh, mind you, the patrols in that aren't agitated. They aren't on alert. They aren't rushing around. He's the captain. Kobold captain's just not there at the moment.
Yeah, I figured that, but it's time to beat feet. Is what Mac's thinking is like, okay, we've done 2. If the third one's not here, if we go looking for him, we may end up increasing our odds of getting caught. So the best thing to do is egress this area and then go look for some patrols to mess with.
Okay.
Yes.
That's Mac's idea anyway.
So, you don't really need to, as long as you don't overtly make a lot of noise, you don't really need to sell or anything. You just go in there, grab shit, and leave. Mind you, there isn't any weapon or armor in there.
All right. I'm gonna leave 1 scale, a red one, in there.
Mhm.
Like,
You can leave you can leave a few because one single one kind of isn't that noticeable.
okay. I want to make it look like he was searching for something, and he hit his body on the corner of something, and then rubbed off of him.
Yeah. So you can roll deception.
Okay. Where are you? All right, I got an 18.
I can assist you with that. I do have deception.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, there's the tent's empty, so you can go in there and help him.
Yeah, you can have advantage with that because I do have deception. So
All
I
right.
definitely assist you with that, but we need to be quick.
That'll come out to 23 then.
Okay. Yeah, you believe it's convincing, but yeah, you can grab shit and run.
All right.
Yeah, it's time to grab shit and get the hell out of here.
All right.
Pushing our luck being discovered.
Yeah. But if you want to grab what's in the trunk, it is locked.
Okay, I'll slide a hand real quick. It comes out to.
You can have advantage on that too. I have thieves' tools.
I got a 23.
Yeah, you can pop it. It's
Pop the lock again.
Yeah. It's a DC 15 lock. It's not that hard to pop,
Okay.
especially at your level.
I'll snatch what's in there real quick, throw it in the bag of holding, we'll
Yeah.
beat feet out of there.
Yeah. So, are you giving up being stealthy?
No.
No, I was talking about at the group as you're making your way out. Are you giving up being stealthy?
Nope.
No, I'd rather stay stealthy just for a little while.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah. you do run on your way back. You actually do run into because as you're moving through, you kind of stop and let patrols pass down again. So you are coming across another patrol that normally, if you wanted to go unnoticed, you would just let pass by you because you are you guys are able to cover one another enough that they do not notice you.
What color are the kobolds in this one?
This is you're still in blue territory, so they're blue kobolds,
Okay.
blue scaled kobolds.
Okay, but it's away from the, or is it in the?
No, you're away. You're like, I don't know, maybe like 200, 300 feet away, maybe 400, depending on.
How many are there?
How many are there?
But it's just a simple patrol. It's 4 kobolds. Mind you, they have horns on them, so if they get an action, they will blow their horn.
Best to let them pass. We're too close to their camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can track a.
Well, they are the first patrol. That you each camp has like 3 or 4 layers of patrols.
Right.
So you can hit more patrols later on if you actually want to jump something.
Yeah.
But that was just the first one, the first ring. There's like several other rings that you can hit.
Yeah, we want to be further away.
Yeah. Well,
from the camps before we start hitting patrols.
Yeah, since you kind of, even though they don't really like each other, they sort of all have the same kind of setup. So you know how many rings each camp has if they are all using the same methods. You know which one's the outer patrol,
right,
and all that.
Okay. So I'm thinking maybe we get.
And the outer patrol is the one most likely to be not noticed.
Okay. I almost want to let them blow the horn and then leave scales of white
or
there.
You can kill them all and blow the horn yourself.
Yeah. I think that'd be a better idea.
I like that.
Let's kill them.
All right.
Yeah.
Not so close to the thing, to the camp. We'll definitely be spotted, and if we're spotted, the plan of sowing dissension among the other clans is probably going to go to the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I guess we'll search for a patrol on the outer ring.
Yeah. Yeah, you can easily find one. It's a patrol of 4 that are just sort of they all have a direction that they're looking out, and it's sort of like it's a twisting thing. Like they're all looking at a direction, but they're all moving.
All right, I got a 31 on stealth.
Yeah. Okay. Since you're trying to get surprise, you can't group this. If one of you if the kobolds notice even one of you, you don't get surprised.
I got a 25, and I would think that maybe 2 of us would move forward, and then the non-stealthy ones could rush in afterwards. Maybe, I don't know.
That works.
Oh, the barbarian got a very good stealth, so
Yeah.
He's anxious to attack.
I think we're more talking about the wizard in heavy armor.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
He might want to
We're back,
stay in the
baby.
back when we first hit them, and then come in as, the pain train afterwards.
That's probably a good idea.
How'd you know what my mom called me?
Okay, so we'll sneak up.
Is the barbarian going with you, or is he letting the the amazing people themselves just sort of go ahead.
That's up to him.
I'm not against it.
Yeah, it's up to the barbarian. Okay, Mac has seen Itig in battle, so he's not going to try to stop him. Just saying.
Barbarian can get hit. He's a mid shield.
So you're going up with them?
Yeah.
Throak is not. God bless you.
If the barbarian went up with you, everyone roll initiative. They rolled a 19.
Oh shit. Okay.
$18 on 18.
Okay. Okay. So, um, okay. Um, so, yeah. It a couple of kobolds look at you, and they look at you, and a couple of them go for their horn. You beat their initiative, so you go first.
I go raging, and I do one attack. I'm not going to use frenzy. Not today.
Okay.
And I go for the first one. The first one that's near. Two are grabbing their horns.
Yeah, a couple of them are.
Well, I'll attack the closest to me.
Yeah.
21 hits.
Yeah, you hit them.
Total of 26 damage.
Okay, that's a pretty good hit. He's still standing though.
And that will be my turn.
Well, if you're frenzying, you can. Oh wait, no, you rage. So yeah.
Yeah, you just rage. I'm not going to do frenzy today.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. Kukio, you're next.
All right. How bad is the one that he hit look?
He. Like another solid hit would probably take him down.
Are they all four like next to each other?
Yeah, they're grouped together.
All right. I'll attack the other one that's going for his horn. So Tig, or it is nearby, so I would get advantage, right?
You get sneak attack, but not advantage.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait, didn't he stealth good enough in order to get advantage?
Yes, but you guys went up as a group, so if one of you is noticed, all of you are noticed.
That's fine.
Okay.
Unless you guys went as a tri-point where only it was there by himself, and you guys were far enough away that you wouldn't be caught in perfect side vision.
We were already saying that we went up it as a group, so it's
Yeah, so we're cool.
that's fine. 23 to hit.
You hit.
All right. First one does. Let's see. It's 12. Sneak damage. Oh, now almost. That's gonna fucking hurt. All right, so I did 39 points of damage on the first attack,
Still standing.
and then I'll hit him with my other attack. That's gonna be a 28 hit, and he takes 6 plus 12. So another 15 points of damage to the same one.
Okay, he drops.
Okay. And that's it for me. Actually, I'm going to Action Surge. And I'm going to attack the same one that's the other one that's got the horn. That's going to be 26 to hit. So that's 11. So that's another 21 points of damage for that guy.
Yeah, those two guys drop.
All right. And then I actually I don't get an extra attack, do I?
Yeah, you get the same number of attacks your normal action was.
All right. Then I'll attack the next guy. That's gonna be
Which one? There's one that has an empty trap on his back, and there's one that has paper wings.
Paper Wings. So that's gonna be a dirty 30.
You hit.
All right. So it's 8, 7, it's 15. Plus another 2. Actually, I wouldn't get a sneak attack with that, would I?
No, it's one per turn.
Okay.
No.
So that comes out to let's see, 23 points of damage for that one.
23?
Yeah.
Okay, still standing.
Yes.
You took out the two dragon shields.
Okay. I'm done for my turn then.
Yeah. So, Mac, well, that saves me from having to flip the pages.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what's left?
The guy with the empty track and the really damaged guy with the paper wings. Or actually, it's more material wings. Other wings. They're fake
Okay,
wings.
so he has literal wings.
Roll me a perception.
$28.
Yeah, these are handcrafted of the finest materials Cobalt can get hold of.
Okay. And the other guy? What's he look like? You said he had a. I forget what was it. You said he had
A trap on the back.
Like the
crap.
animal trap.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm using Cobalt out of Volos, so.
Okay. So Mac's going to pull out his crossbow and take a shot at the one that's undamaged.
Okay.
And okay, so I just rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
So let's do arrow damage first. That's a 2. It's 5. Sneak attack is 4. It's a total of 10. And now comes the fun part. 3. 10. 9. Another 9. 13 and oop, lost that one. Where'd it go? There it is. Another 13. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 73 points of damage to the one that was undamaged beforehand.
So, he exploded. He had 13 health. He was the scavenger of wild animals for Feed the Group.
Well, he is now dead.
His body does not exist.
That was literally maximum psi points poured in with the natural 20.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And some really good rolls in there, too.
So, that was the inventor. It's now the sorcerer's turn.
Uh-oh.
Kukyo,
Yes.
make a charisma save with disadvantage.
Uh-oh.
Is he casting a spell?
Yes, he is.
Shit.
Counter.
Okay, he was casting first level spell, Charm Person, with a heightened Charm Person.
I rolled a
It- there's a-
96 for the on the chaos table.
Oh, shit. What did he roll? That's a better question.
Oh, yeah. He needed to roll. Okay. I'm cursed. I rolled a 26 and then a 26.
Oopsie. And what, pray tell, is the cursed kobold cursed with?
Healing.
Wait, what?
26 is healing.
Oh. So he's back at full health. I love it. Wait.
Yeah, he's back at full health.
Oh, Lordy, that's funny.
That's okay.
Yeah. Well, that was his action.
Okay.
And it and Kukyo, you get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh yeah, Sentinel. Forgot.
Sentinel does not give you an attack of opportunity.
He moved.
Yeah, he moved. It's
Oh.
only when you get an attack of opportunity you can.
Does 18 hit?
23.
Both those hit. Roll damage. You need the protection fighting style to make an attack of opportunity when someone attacks someone else besides yourself.
12.
It's gonna be 20 points of damage.
You guys kill him.
Oh yeah. Go team!
Hey!
Whoop, whoop.
Finally, some action.
All right, so I'm gonna take one of the horns, put it in my bag of holding, and I'm gonna take the other one. And you guys ready?
Hang on.
Okay.
Searching the bodies for fat loots and whatnot. With a 26. Also searching the bodies for any information, like paperwork and whatnot.
They do not have any of that on them, but the dragon shields have shield and armor, and they all have, they also have spears.
All right.
The sorcerer didn't have a weapon on him because he can cast cantrips.
What kind of armor?
It's just leather armor.
Okay.
So their shield is made out of what?
It hurts a blacksmith to look at it. It's low quality work.
I know, but what is it made out of though?
Judging by the picture, I'd say iron. It's not like high quality steel. It's just,
yeah, it's probably crap that would not even fetch us half price.
yeah. But it's still a metal shield, so it still functions as a shield. It's just
right.
And it does. This is not something any sort of civilized humanoid would produce.
Okay.
So I have the camps. The white or the red was the larger camp.
They were all sort of the same. The red had more had a higher wormling to cobalt ratio, but the whites had overall more numbers, but not by much. Power wise, they were relatively the same.
One of the kobolds that are already dead in the blood, and place a couple red scales on the spear itself, making it look like they got somebody.
Yeah, so you drop red scales on this.
So we're taking out.
Roll in intelligence.
Me or
Anyone that's looking at the scene.
22.
22 for me too.
Yeah.
We some smart bitches.
That's right.
Kobolds really only use piercing weapons because they're not that strong, and your barbarian hit them with a great axe, which is slashing.
Okay. Can I disguise
What
it
weapons?
as a dragon claw?
You would have to make identical cuts evenly spaced apart.
I could do that.
Hold on. So,
but it
what
would have to be the barbarian
do the
while he's
bears
raging,
have on?
because it has to be the same ferocity of damage equally on the several cuts.
I could do that. So I have to roll the same damage every time?
No, you.
Roll high enough?
What's your strength modifier?
+5. Ogre Schwans?
That's +4.
Yeah, +4.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ogre's Fun
thought they were plus 5.
a 19, which is plus 4.
Yeah.
Nope, plus 4.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
I thought it was plus 5.
You have to get it to do it, and he has to hit him and precisely make cuts the same distance apart as if it was a dragon swipe.
What do I need
color are
to
these
roll?
again?
You have to. It's not a strength roll. You already have the strength. It's going to be if the cut's going to match. You have to succeed on an intelligence roll because you have to. No, not intelligence, dexterity, because you have to be precise. You can't.
30.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
dexterity, not strength. And not intelligence, because they'll tell you all the intelligence parts. You have to have the precision to cut it directly as they tell you.
First one is 13.
Okay. And the other one?
11. Damn, we're on shitty.
Okay.
That's okay. I got this figured out. So
The slashes are there. Whether
No, I
or
know.
not they look like a dragon's claw is iffy.
I got something better. So I have a red dragon's
Gale?
the throat sack. that
Oh yeah,
turns into flame.
yeah, you have the breath sack.
Yeah.
The
Can
the
I?
two-
Can
the
I?
two- Yeah, sorry, I was just describing what the sack is. It's two sacks that have two different chemicals that combine on the breath to burst into flame.
So can I use it to just torch the body?
As a fire starter, yeah, you can just empty one, and then once you pour the other one on, it's just going to burst into flame.
Well, I don't want to empty the whole thing, but just enough to like make it look like he got burned.
Well, you'll have to use half the sack, half of each of them, to burn the body completely.
Can I use like a performance for to see how well do I do it?
Do
Actually,
what?
you know what? Can I just stuff this
The
cobalt
flashes.
in my bag of holding?
How much was your weight capacity before you started junking everything in there? Because you only have 500 pounds.
Throwack.
I'm sorry, say again.
Hey,
Sorry about that. What?
Do you have a way of burning that body? Just like where the slashes are and whatnot, just burn it. Do you have like a spell that you can use to burn that particular body?
No, I'll use the whole sack. Fuck
I
it.
can
I'll
hit
use
it
half
with-
the sack. It's fine.
No, I can hit it with chromatic orb.
Yeah,
No,
that's what
I-
I'm saying.
I-
It's a first level spell, bud.
Or you can just throw
It's
it
a
in
little. I can
Throwack
firebolt.
has a-
I've got firebolt. I can hit firebolt a couple times.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want you to have to fucking roll the damn thing.
Throwack has a bag of holding. You can just throw it in there if you want to get rid of it.
Yeah, because I'd rather take the body with me or fucking just burn them.
Because I don't think Throwack would be at his.
But you gotta
Yeah,
think of
like
what are the
capacity.
kobolds gonna do?
I'm nowhere
Kobold-
near the capacity for my bag of holding.
So yeah, you can throw the kobold in there. It's small enough that it'll fit in the opening.
Okay.
Okay, that works.
So I'll drag the body though and make it look like, and try and see if I can make some tracks. Like if a dragon came down, grabbed him, and swooped back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, roll survival.
All right. No. Let's see. Where's my shirt? All right. That comes out to an 19. Excuse me. Actually, come on. I got somebody. And another
I can
3.
give you advantage.
Oh, I got another 3, so that comes out to a 21? No,
22?
22.
19.
22.
Yeah. So yeah, you're able to do it.
Word. That works. All right. I think we should get out of here, though.
Yeah.
Blow the horn?
If everything's ready.
Why don't the three of us go and then give us a short head start and then blow it?
Give me about 15 minutes, and then I'll fly over. I'll fly to where you guys are at.
There are more than one patrol in a ring because of the amount of distance you have to cover. You have about maybe 5-6 minutes before the next patrol comes by your location.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys beat feet. I'll catch up to you. No worries. I'll fly up into a tree. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's just go and then stealth out of the area and meet up back where the wagon is.
Yeah, I'll clean up the area too. I'll cover the tracks. Their tracks.
Yes. Okay.
My stealth beat 24.
7.
Yeah, I'll cover his tracks.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it takes you a couple minutes, so you're cutting it really close to the patrol spotting you.
That's fine. I'll just fly out of there.
Do you blow the horn?
Sorry?
Do you blow the horn?
Yeah, I'll blow the horn.
Roll performance.
All right. I'm going to blow the horn, and then I want to make it sound like while the kobold was blowing the horn, they got cut down in the middle of it.
Okay.
So that is a 15.
Yeah. You are having a little trouble doing what you want to do because you're trying to blow the horn as if your lungs are smaller than they actually are. Because you're trying to make it sound like a kobold's blowing it on it.
Okay.
So
actually, here I roll D4. I'll get in there too.
Yeah. 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 So you do that and you fly away.
All right.
You can see when you get about maybe like 100 feet up, you can see small things moving towards the location where you of the encounter.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you fly away.
Yeah, I'll catch up with them. The ways off.
Yeah, you can get to the wagon without being accosted.
Okay.
Yeah. So, sun's coming up, and you're all back at the wagon.
Yeah, time to get the hell out of there.
War.
Yeah, I'll drive the wagon back to the city. If you guys want to just watch or crash or whatever.
I want to watch.
Yeah. We'll just, I guess, head back to Illumina and report to the watch captain.
Kukyo.
Yeah.
Roll con save.
Okay. Got a 17.
You're able to stay awake while driving.
All right.
But you all are really tired. You guys have... you were up for an entire day and a night.
Actually...
Well, except Mac.
Yeah, Mac don't need that.
But you didn't get the equivalent of a long rest because you didn't take
Right,
light.
there was no light activity. I got you.
He's a robot.
Driving be considered a light activity?
No, because you have to be watching out for things and all that. So you have to.
All right.
Oh,
All right, so I got a 22
you,
for exhaustion check, I guess.
I only had him make a check because he was doing something taxing. If you
Oh,
guys
okay.
are just sitting, you don't need to make an exhaustion roll because you're basically resting. But you're not doing anything.
Okay.
So
Bullshit. All right, so I take it we get back to town to the watch and give them all the information, debrief
yeah.
them. All that good stuff.
Part of it was to sort of sum up what you learned in a report, but if you really don't want to, you can. It was part of that was stated in the contract, but you don't really. That guy, you don't really have to, because middle management guy. But if you want to write up a report, he would very much appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll write up one. That's not a big problem.
Yeah, Mac will help with that, whatever. Add his perspective to it or whatever for an after actions report.
Yeah. And you can go into as much or a little detail as you
I'll
deem
put it all
necessary.
in there. That way they have to read it, and that shit will be in their head too.
Yeah. Mac won't know anything about that, but he'll definitely give the details of what he saw.
Yeah. And you pass off all the papers. But the bags of stuff was actually bags of money and trinkets.
Yay, money and trinkets.
Yay.
3
Oh.
kappas.
Yeah. So, you all get paid 200 gold each for your service,
Cool.
and you got about 7,000 copper. 4,300 silver and about
Hang on a second. 7,000 copper, 4,300 silver. Okay,
and 17 gold.
17 gold pieces. The short sword and the scale mail.
There's 2 short
Okay.
swords,
Okay, 2 short swords,
2 scale mails.
2 scale mails.
It's just normal half of
Mundane.
one day.
All right. So let's see here now. Somebody wants to figure out how much the 2 short swords and the 2 scale mail are. I'll do the.
Short swords are 10
Give me a
apiece.
second.
So that's
Scale mail.
like literally 5,000 silver pieces divided by 3, 4 divided by 4. All right, so everybody gets 1,250 silver pieces, and then
Short swords are 10 gold pieces a piece.
okay, so that's
mail
5.
is-
So that's 10 total. So 17 plus 10
Scale
Okay.
mail 50 gold pieces apiece.
How much?
50 gold pieces apiece. That's
50?
what the- Yeah.
Okay, so that'd be five. That would be 50 total, because it's half book value.
Mhm.
So that would be a total of 77 gold pieces divided by 4. Okay, so everybody will get 20, and Mac will take 17 gold pieces. So everybody gets 1,250 silver pieces and 17 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
50, 24.
And there's about maybe, I think there's like maybe 23 scrolls of kobold porn.
I'll take them. I can sell them in the other. So the copper is 1750 a piece if we divide it by 4.
Well, no, what I did is I took the copper pieces, which were
Oh, okay.
7,000, converted them into silver pieces, which made it an even 5,000 silver pieces.
Alright.
And then divided it up that way.
Okay.
Makes it easier, less decimals to deal with trying to figure out what's what.
He told you it all in silver, but not all of that was silver.
Right. We would just convert it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You said there was trinkets? What is it, like little cobalt and minter crap?
Just shiny baubles, things that might be worth like 2 gold, 3 gold, 5 gold. Just shiny things.
Shiny.
Yeah, Mac wouldn't be interested in any of those. If you guys want to sell them and split that up, that's fine with him.
I
Cobalt.
really don't.
Kobolds don't really have access to jewelry and that, so they like to, and that whenever they pick it up, they take it as trophies.
That's good.
So, and some of it's pretty nice jewelry. It's not like expensive jewelry, but it's nice jewelry if you want. You have some of it is male jewelry, some of it is female jewelry. So,
Works for me.
yeah. If you looted the female kobold, she was wearing some pretty nice ruby earrings. Well,
I remember everybody.
yeah. Well, she was getting at it.
Dirty
They were-
lizard.
They were really nice earrings. If you want to
Yep. Where's my?
pass them off to a lady friend.
I really don't have a lady friend at the moment, so
I can use them.
okay.
But ladies, I will be later on tonight.
There you
You're
go.
gonna go out cruising.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm going back to my house.
Yeah.
In the woods.
Do you have any charisma skills?
No.
Okay. And it's just straight charisma.
I have negative scores 8, -1.
Good luck, brother.
You tried talking up some women at a tavern. It goes so bad. They don't even want to slap you. They're just no. Roll me a strength roll.
Is 19.
Yeah. You move on, and instead of talking, you start showing off your physique. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Um. Yeah, and there's a nice-looking woman there that's almost pulled towards you, and is very into your look.
Nice. I take her back to my I go and to the cavern in the room.
Yeah. Yeah, you take her to your room, and you guys do things together.
They play Scrabble and Connect 4.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Parcheesi. No.
Because of your character, I decided, hey, I might as well try and roll to see if it takes. Humans in that are usually about a 5% chance. I rolled a 5.
Congratulations.
It does not know in 9 months he's about to have a child.
Wow.
The force is strong in me.
Yeah. Roll me sleight of hand, athletics, and a constitution save.
You said sleight of a hand?
Yep.
That was 11.
Okay. Athletics.
$22.
Con save.
$6.
Yeah. It was a good night for you.
Nice.
That it was. That it was.
Yeah.
She was
3
a
days
pretty-
12 sleep.
Yeah.
She was a pretty kobold. That's right.
Nah, it was a human.
I know. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Wait.
But he was thinking of the pretty cold.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So, do any of you want? How do the rest of you spend your night?
Let's talk to Throwback.
Enslaving the masses.
I need Throwback to make me something that's gonna fit around the immovable rods, so that way when I set them, I can set like a lance or a blade or something like that, or even make like something I can make them a platform I can stand on. You know what I mean? Kind of like utility things I can use, like fight.
Like
Say for instance, I have a,
interchangeable or
yeah, like different attachments that I can put on it. Like if I set it, like say a fucking a giant is running at me, and I set the immovable rod, and I fucking stick like a lance tip on it or something, and he just runs into it and hails himself. You know what I mean? Or even
Yeah.
attaching-
would you ever encounter an enemy that's stupid to run into a sphere that's floating in the air?
Yes, because I've done it already.
Hmm.
But I
So
technically passed.
Yeah.
I think the way, so like what you're talking about, down, I think you'd be best served just using a shield taking a shield, in its mouth, like, when it tries to grab you or whatever. Or like when the purple worm was biting onto you, if you were to put a shield down and the far side of it and then trigger the immovable rod, it wouldn't be able to go up, and the shield would keep it from just pulling through.
Huh.
Oh, you can.
As far as like a spear, the only way I can think of to do that would be to. What do you mean?
The way the movable rod is designed, there is a spot where you can wrap metal around it, and it, since you're not, as long as you don't change the physical properties of the magic item, you can modify it however you want. As long as the item still remains the same, you can modify it. You can put on, you can attach things to it, as long as the physical properties.
Right, I'm just saying that I don't know that you would be able to, like, he wants to use it for multiple things is what it sounds like.
Well, yeah.
And if I was to attach a platform to it.
Well, I think he wants you to attach something to the rod itself that you can attach things to it and take them off.
No, I mean, I don't want to physically, like, change it. Just like, let's say I could put like a brace around it, just like tie it on there, or even lock it in place so I can have like a loop and put like a carbiner on it. Or let's say if I set the rod and then I put like a spearhead over it, and it would just kind of slide over it. You know what I mean? Like a condom, basically. And like,
yeah, I mean, I could absolutely, in probably an afternoon, I can rig you up a spearhead would have a slot that's big enough, a socket that's large enough to just take the immovable rod.
And even fucking modifying the shield so where whenever I use it,
it's got kind of a clip on it.
Yeah, or even
I could probably.
Or has two, where I could drop the rod inside of like a cylinder in there and then activate it. And like, say for instance, we were out there with the kobolds and I had that shield, and I put the shield on top of the kobold and activated it. He couldn't move because the rod wouldn't let him move. Or if we were in the worm, and the worm couldn't move because the shield was just holding him in place. Basically, that's around about what I'm trying to get to. I want to use the two, because I have two of them. And I want to use them for like multiple things. You know what I mean? Even if I set them and put a tripwire going across the road, you know what I mean? To like, you know, neck check like riders or something. You know what I mean? Just detail. I might as well use it. I have them. That's ultimately what I thought about when I got two of them, was to use them for shit like that. Or even if I'm climbing, I can activate one, hold on to that one, and then activate another one, and just use that to climb up a castle wall or some shit. You know what I mean? Just different things.
Yeah, I mean, you could set it so you could put them on boots and do the same thing with them.
Yeah, or attach like a loop to it. So if I climbed up something and I hooked a rope to it and dropped it down, you guys can all climb up that fucking rope, and then I can deactivate the rod and take my shit back. You know what I mean? So ninja shit. So
yeah. Or if you want to be a dick, turn it off while people are climbing.
That too, yeah. Or if the bad guy's climbing up it, that would be good too. Just cut the rope.
So I think the way to do it would be, let me take you. There's a couple pretty decent smiths. Let me have one of them do it. I'm in the middle of. I've got a lot of new spells that I have to write down before I have to give this book back.
I was actually going to ask Shamish, or Daryl's character.
Shamash?
Yeah, one of you guys, because you guys are all smithing together. And I can't have Revjack do it because Revjack's on the sword quest.
Yeah.
So, and plus that's one of my characters can't really do that. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all. I was just getting information. We don't have to do it right now. I'll do it in the chat shit later.
Okay, that sounds good.
So, Mac,
Yo.
did you have anything? Just double check.
Either. Well, let's go first with Bag of Holding. If they're
If you're doing magic item thing, I'll do it after the game's over.
Oh, okay.
I was just asking if you had any activities you want to do, like go out drinking or
Moral domination.
Yeah.
With Mr. Bigglesworth?
Right.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think Mac would probably be trying to lay low. Just not really causing much of a disturbance anywhere. Just doing what he needs to do.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to end the game here. You all get 1 XP because I did not throw enough in this encounter to justify it being a tier 2.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm going
Good with
to.
me. I appreciate you running the game.
Yeah, I'm going to end the
same here.
broadcast.
All right.
Okay. So